One thing it's always a good idea to get for yourself if you're into kayaking or paddleboarding or small boating in general is an anchor. And for small boats, not like even motor boats, which might be heavier and have more weight that, could actually pull an anchor out of the bottom of the water, and, the ground, if if there's waves bobbing against it or whatever. These folding, I think they're called, I don't know, they were marketed as like jet ski anchors. Because the idea being that they fold up nice and tight and fit into the bow compartment of a jet ski, which usually isn't that big. So you can see they have this nice locking ring here and the slots that line up, and that allows the ring to come up to where it can go past these tabs, and then your flukes fold in, so you have this nice tight package. And even if you push the locking ring down, you can actually lock it there in place to lock the flukes in, which is best, so then they're not catching on anything when you're not wanting the anchor to be an anchor. You can also use these. The nice thing is, for fishing, you can actually use these as like a drag weight. If you want your boat to kind of move along slowly instead of quickly. Yeah, see, there's the ring locked. The flukes aren't coming out. And with that ring locked like that, you could drag this on the bottom of a river, or even with this wind, and it will slowly drag along the bottom. It won't stop you, but depending on which end of the boat you clip it to, it will keep that end upstream. One of the things that you also want to do with these when you're using them, because anchors can dig into things and get stuck, is what you can see here with these tie wraps I have on both ends. And the idea being that if this, let's say the flukes are out, whenever you unfold it, obviously make sure both ropes go in between the same fluke. Let's say you're really, really, really pulling. This is hooked under, let's say, a tree trunk or a big root or a crack in the rocks, and it won't come out. You probably want to use a smaller tie wrap than I did there. But the whole idea is that this tie wrap can break, which is why I said use a smaller one, or one that doesn't grip that well. And when that happens, now this rope disconnects, and now it starts pulling on this end. And as you can see, that should pull the flukes up out of the water if there's any hope of getting this thing loose. And that's why you tie wrap it there. Really, if they hadn't already made this end, I would have had it only tied on to this end. I would want to keep a tie wrap like this on this end that won't let go easily, so that this won't let go easily. It's easy enough to put another tie wrap back on this end, but you want it to be a small tie wrap that will let go. And these are nice. I have a couple of these I picked up at Walmart. They have this nice float at the top with a clip, so you can clip it on and off your boat easily. You can even loop it around something and clip it back onto the rope like that. And let's say you need to let go of it and you want to get rid of it, but you want to come back to that spot for whatever reason. You drop something, you're chasing it down, you just unclip it and the float keeps this end. And then the nice other thing is this bag. It's a padded bag with a drawstring. Not all of them will come with this. And what I do is I actually take, with the anchor folded up, obviously, not open like this. It's fun to do it one-handed. I take and I wrap the rope around and around and around, and then it doesn't come out in all a big knot in a tangle. Shove this down inside with the rope wrapped around it. The buoy fits right inside the top, and then you cinch the drawstring down. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so there it is. It's all wrapped up, nice and tight. Shoved down inside the bag the way I want it. And there it is, stored with the hook, so I can tie it onto something, but it won't fall out because of the drawstring on the bag, keeping it nice and tight and in place. And then I just have to hit the carabiner here, and I can pull the whole thing out, unwind it, throw it in, It's a perfect thing. I think these are probably weigh 5 pounds when they're not wet. Bag floats. I like to put the rope through this so I can't lose it. And I got these on clearance at Walmart. I don't know. Look on Amazon. I'm sure the price has gone up a little. I think I paid around $20 or $15, $20 for each. Probably 25, 30 now. Who knows? Maybe they're more than that. But it's one of those things, like, we've been out here swimming in the middle of the lake, and it's perfect because we can just anchor wherever and the boards don't drift away, and gives us something to go back to.